Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hello everyone and welcome to Teaching Tech. I'm your hostess, Laurel Gray, and today we are talking all about how to get started with Yoast SEO. I'm really excited about this topic because it is an absolute must for you to have Yoast installed over the top of your WordPress platform so that you can do all of that great on-site SEO or search engine optimization that will get you ranked higher on Google and, of course, get you more customers. Here's what we're going to cover on today's episode. What is Yoast SEO and why you need to have it? Why following best practice is actually an ongoing adventure. It's not just a one-off. Deciding on basic versus premium out of the box. Setting up your Yoast SEO on your specific site. Adding in Google Search Console. Adding your social media networks. Configuring your first page or post on Yoast SEO. I know you're all excited about that. A plan for optimizing your entire site, not just one page. And finally, monitoring your success and advanced features. All right, let's get started. I'm so excited about talking about this topic because literally all of my customers have asked me about this at one stage. And Yoast SEO is a basic feature that we give all of our customers on their websites just because I know how fantastic it is in terms of getting your site completely optimized and ready to be read by search. So when I talk about SEO, I just want to clarify very quickly on the two different types of SEO that you might hear about. The first is on-site SEO, and that means that it's whatever you have control over on your website before you submit your site to search engines for ranking, whether it's Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever search engine you're submitting to. And on-site SEO, again, I'll say, is what you have control over on your site. Now, basically, all of these search engines, not just Google, all of them have a specific set of parameters or guidelines by which they accept information. So that's why when you build your website, you want to make sure that you're building it according to best practice or compliance, so that when you do ultimately submit your site to search, you're giving yourself the best chance possible of it being read, accepted, and then pushed out onto different search engines. Now, this is an ongoing thing, and we'll talk about that in a second, but there are a couple of really basic must-have things that you need to do on your site that I found quite a lot of business owners just skip over. Why are they skipping over on these important things? Well, let's be honest, it takes a lot of time. And I'm going to be walking you through the process that I use to do on-site SEO, but you're going to have to really commit to the fact that this is not just a one-off. The second type of SEO is off-site SEO. And this is where you get important things like links to your site from other websites. You submit your site to maybe some directories or some informational sites. You write content on blogs on other websites that get linked back to your site in turn. There are a number of things that you can do with off-site SEO, and I am definitely not an expert at that. But we do have a couple of other videos on BRiN. I know there was one with Ben Carter who talked a lot about SEO, and that's a great episode that you can watch if you want to find out more, especially around local search. So I do want to clarify, on today's episode, we're going to only be talking about how to use the Yoast SEO plugin over WordPress to focus on the on-site or the thing that you have control over on your website to improve your basic performance. All right. Next, I touched on this before. Why following best practice is an ongoing adventure. Now, we're going to be loading up Yoast SEO onto your WordPress site. And anyone who's ever had a website on WordPress knows you've got to update it on an ongoing basis. Because what happens if you don't? Have you ever had a plugin that breaks? Have you ever had a time when you've forgotten to update to the latest version of WordPress or the latest version of your theme, and everything kind of goes out of whack? Things start to look funny on your site. Have you ever had an issue where you haven't backed something up and you have had to roll back your site to a previous version and have gotten really stuck in a pickle? That's because WordPress is ever changing. They're coming out with updates all the time. And it's the same when it comes to search engine optimization. We have to constantly be ready to respond to the current standards that search engines have got and present to them the information in a way that they want to see it in order to maintain your rankings. So that's why I really need you guys to commit. If you're going to go through with this, not just watch this video, but actually go back and work on your own site. You need to know that it's going to take time. If you've got 10 pages on your site, that could be maybe 5 hours of you sitting down and following the steps that I'm going to be teaching you. But do know, on an ongoing basis, in order for you to rank well on Google and other search engines, it's going to take a lot of maintenance work and also a lot of work in maintaining the content on your site so that you rank higher and reach more people. That means really understanding what keywords people are searching for when they're looking for you or looking up information about your industry and providing great content around that. And I tell you what, that's no small feat. So good for you for watching this video and taking the first step. All right. Now, what we'll do here is we'll hop on and we'll have a look at the Yoast SEO plugin. If you're watching this video, you probably have already done your own research and you're really ready to start. But for those of you who haven't looked at it, I'm just going to walk you through the landing page. All right. So on the computer, we'll just go and we'll type in Yoast SEO. And we've got a couple of ads, and we see Yoast SEO, the #1 WordPress SEO plugin. It's absolutely the best. It's the top in the market. Now, Yoast has got 2 different versions. One is a free version and one is paid. We can even see here, buy Yoast SEO Premium. We don't want to do that necessarily because you can get the free version by clicking download the free version, and it will actually download the plugin directly to your computer here, or you can install it from the WordPress marketplace. As we scroll down the page, we can see they do list out some of the features here. I'll just go through the basics with you before we get started. So the focus keyword and content analysis, post titles and meta descriptions, robots configuration, your readability check, which we'll go through, double checking that your naming is canonical. It will categorize your breadcrumbs, provide you with primary categories, permalink cleanups, XML sitemaps, and when you go to the premium, definitely this is something to consider because you get a load of other features. One is that you're actually able to manage redirects here. And this is a huge thing, especially if you're moving to WordPress from another established site. You will find that you've got a load of 404 errors that come up, and having the redirect functionality is absolutely very helpful. The second thing with upgrading to premium is that if you are maybe upgrading your WordPress website and you want to export all of the Yoast SEO out of one site and into another one, you'll be able to have the ability to do the import and export, which you don't get with the basic features of Yoast. So a couple of other things is that it does give you more insights, social previews, and you do get premium support. So I would say consider doing this for your business if you are using your website as a way to do lead generation. When we click on Buy Yoast SEO Premium, for a single site, it's $69, and that's for 1 year. So it's a one-off investment. You can change your pricing to euro if you would like. If you have more than one site, I would recommend buying the multi-site pack and really just making that investment for your business. All right, so this is a fantastic time for us to take a break. And when we come back, what we'll do is we'll install Yoast SEO on our demo company website, and we'll get you cracking on how the whole thing works. Hello, and welcome back to Teach Me Tech. Today we're talking all about Yoast SEO, and right now I'm going to show you how to get it installed on your site and configured properly. Now, it doesn't seem like this is a very hard thing to do, and that's because it isn't. But you would be so surprised at how many business owners don't take the time to configure their setup. What they're missing out on is access to amazing analytics about their business and also the chance to get their site submitted to the best search engines in the world so that they can be found online. And we don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So let's hop onto the computer and I'll show you how to do it. All right, you guys know by now I've got my demo company loaded up here. It's not the most beautiful site. But I've got the back-end access to WordPress here, and this is something that if you don't have access to it right now, that's okay, but make sure that you get access very soon from your developer so you can log in, and you're going to have full administrative access. Underneath plugins, you can ignore that little thing at the top. I'll turn that off later. It was a little test I was doing. Underneath plugins, this is where you can go and add new plugins. Now, I'm on a special configuration of WordPress at the moment, so the button here for add a new plugin is not going to turn up for me. What I've got here at the bottom are 2 installations that have already been pre-configured on my site for Yoast SEO or Yoast SEO Premium. Now, when you install the plugin, you can either install it directly from the marketplace, or you can upload the plugin using the zip file that you can see here in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen. And please keep in mind that when you do install it on your site, you will have Yoast SEO, the basic. Now, I want to say at the beginning, you can start out with the basic functionality and then later upgrade to premium. When you deactivate the basic one and activate the premium, you do not lose any data. So make sure that you know that. There's no problem with you trying this all for free and then upgrading later. Yoast is smart enough to know to read your database and pull the information from the basic plugin into the premium plugin. All right, so don't worry about it. If you want to test it for free on all your sites and upgrade later, it's no problem. All right, so on the computer, I'm just going to go to my Yoast SEO and deactivate it because I want to show you the premium features of Yoast Premium. We'll click Activate. It'll just take us a few moments. It says we have 3 new issues concerning our SEO, and it's prompting me here to enter my license key or get a license here. Now, we're just going to ignore that for now. It is something that has been paid for, but there's a little bit of a glitch going on. So we're just going to ignore it. The plugin is going to work as per normal. So we see in the left-hand bar, it will come up with a Y and then the SEO. I'm going to segue very quickly and just explain why Yoast is called Yoast. It actually was developed by a person called Yoast, and he's Dutch. And his name is spelled, I think, J-O-O-S-T, but people kept saying it Joost, even though Dutch people, the J is a Y. So that's why he named his company Yoast and spelled it that way. I know, it's interesting. But now they have the #1 SEO WordPress plugin business in the world. So it's pretty awesome. When we hop back to our screen and we hover over SEO, you're going to see a number of different options. You'll have your dashboard, your titles and metas, social, sitemaps, advanced, tools, search console, go premium, which we're already on premium, and then redirects here at the bottom. So I'm just going to walk you through here in the dashboard and show you what that looks like. Now we've got 1 problem on our site and we have 2 notifications. One is to give a rating and the other one is to not miss our crawl errors and to connect with Google Search Console, which we're going to do very shortly. Up at the top you see we've got a couple of other basic options that come up. One is underneath General. So one thing that you could do if you are wanting to save time, or maybe you're a very visual person and you want to do it as you're going, is you can start the configuration wizard and walk through this directly underneath the General tab and then open the configuration wizard. Okay? This is if you're doing it on your own and you just want to walk through step by step and get a visual. The next thing to note is underneath features. This is where you can enable and disable different sections. So you can turn off Yoast in the admin bar here at the top if you would like. You can disable the on.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.